Hey, we're going to start today from seated position. So have your blanket or your towel sitting on the edge. If you need to modify the position of your knees, having your legs in front of you, elevating hips is always a good idea. And bring the shoulders up to the ears and slowly release them back and down. Hands to your thighs or knees. Relax your elbows towards your rib cage, softening the shoulders and gently engaging the abdominal area so you keep the spine upright and drawing the chin slightly in and then towards the chest to find that nice lengthening in the back of your neck. And let's take a moment here with the eyes closed or the gaze towards the floor. Today is the last day of 2025. So we're going to take the time as we move to breathe in and out, to take it kind of sort of easy in an easy way, finishing this year with movement, breath, with awareness of the breath, taking the moment to notice the needs of our bodies as we breathe in and out. Perhaps taking the moment to express gratitude to our own selves, to our bodies, for being here twice a week, taking care of our bodies, taking care of our hearts and our minds. Just breathing in and out through the nostrils. And begin to slow down the breath. So from going from our regular breathing pattern, just taking the moment to notice how we can slow our breath down, how we can be in control of the inhalation and exhalations, always without compromising the quality of the breath. We inhale deeply into the nose, and with control, we exhale longer through the nose. Taking the moment to be here now, rooting down ourselves through our breath. Taking the moment to be grateful to our breathing, that we can work with inhalations and exhalations and we can actually control them to control the mind. You're welcome to engage with Ujjayi breathing if you feel comfortable with Ujjayi breath. And let's link movement with breath. With the next inhale, slowly through the nose, lift the chin up towards the sky, opening the front of the throat. And long, deep exhale, slowly guiding the chin into the chest to stretch the back of the neck. And again, inhale, lifting the chin up. Long exhale, chin into the chest. At your own rhythm, moving the neck. A few more rounds of breath. Chin up and chin down. Gently mobilizing the cervical spine. Warming up those muscles. And then slowly bring the head to neutral. And then from here, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. And inhale to the left. And exhale to the right. And just keep moving your neck side to side. Gentle awareness of the breath and the movement. And inhale, the head returns back to neutral. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. And exhale to the right. Inhale, look over to your left. Exhale, look over to your right shoulder. Inhale to the left. Just keep moving. A few more rounds. Mobilizing different muscles on the neck. And then return to neutral position. Inhale, lift the chin up towards the sky. Exhale, rotate the head to the right, to the chest. Inhale, left and up. Exhale to the right, to the chest. Inhale, left and up. Same direction. And then inhale, chin to the right and up. Exhale, left and down. Same direction here, a few more rounds. Making a nice full circle. And gently return the head back to neutral position. Let's have the arms to the side, flex the elbows, place the hands to the back of the head, elbows in and chin into your sternum. And just use the weight of your hands to have this gentle stretch. Should be enough with the weight of the hands. Keep the upper spine nice and long. Now inhale, lift the chest, chin parallel to the floor, place the hands to the base of the skull, and we're going to have a gentle traction. So we're going to lift the head, kind of you trying to pull the head away from the first vertebrae in your neck, creating space there. Nice, easy breathing. And exhale, release. Lower your left hand down and just have your right hand to your left ear. Guide the right ear to your right shoulder and drop your left shoulder down. So we're going to hold here in this lateral stretch. Use your breath, deep and steady, full and relaxed. Keep dropping the left shoulder down, create a nice space on the left side of your neck. Couple more breaths. And release, let go, head back through center, release the right hand down. Now place your left hand to your left ear, drop your right shoulder down, take a nice inhale, and then the left ear goes down to your left shoulder as you keep releasing right shoulder towards the floor, creating space now on the right side of your neck. And slowly release, head back through center, lower your left hand down, hands to your knees and lower the chin to your chest. Keep the upper spine nice and long and then nod your head. Yes, yes, yes. Shake, shake, shake your head. No, no, no. And return the head back to neutral position, drawing the shoulders up, back and down. Same direction, up to the ears, back and down. Inhale forward, up, back and down. One more time. And then we're going to reverse this direction. Bring the shoulders forward, down, back and down. Up to the ears, forward, down and back. And 2 or 3 more rounds, same direction. Releasing any tension in your shoulder blades, on the top of your shoulders and the rib cage. And then slowly bring the hands to the heart center. From here, take a nice inhale. Open the elbows into cactus. Exhale, hands into the heart. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale, open. and close. Open, bring the hands to your shoulders and make a rotations with the elbows in one direction. And going into the opposite direction. Again, notice how your shoulder blades are moving along with the shoulders, and then spread the arms out to the sides, down towards the floor. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, side out, release. Up to the ears. One more. Up to the ears and hands to your thighs and knees, elbows in, and just arching the spine. Lift the chin up, cat cow from seated position, elbows out, round the spine, belly in, chin in. Inhale, elbows in, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine and round into the cat. Inhale, arch the spine, open the throat. Exhale, round, elbows out, chin in. One more. Inhale to open and neutral position of the neck or the spine. Bring the arms forward, right arm goes under your left arm. Flex the elbows, palms to touch, elbows high as your shoulders. Holding position to eagle nest and eagle pose. And just have your stretch in the back of your left shoulder. Feel the stretch also in the left side of the spine, especially the upper part where the shoulder blades are. Take a nice inhale. Bring the arms to the side. Lower the right hand down. Left arm up and overhead. And then move the spine to the right. And move your left elbow back. Draw the chin towards your right shoulder. And relax your left shoulder, elbow, wrist, and hand. And nice inhales and exhales to feel the stretch on the left side of your torso. Breathing nicely through the nose. And inhale, slowly bring the spine back to neutral. Lower your left hand down. Left shoulder up to the ear, back and down. Flow the arms to the side, forward. Now the left arm goes under the right arms. Palms to touch, elbows high as your shoulders. Hold it there. And just feel now the stretch in the back of the right shoulder and the stretch on the right side and where the right shoulder blade is. Keep breathing nice and steady. Full and relaxed through the nose. And release. Lower your left hand down. Right arm goes up and over and move the spine to the left. Soften the right shoulder, elbow, hand, and wrist. And just keep breathing as you feel the stretch on the right side of your rib cage. And inhale back through center. Release the right hand down. Right shoulder forward, up, back, and down. Hands behind you. Let's undo the crossing of the legs. Have your feet wider than the hips. And let's move legs and hips a little bit here in windshield wiper movement. Now let's find our way to bring the sole of the feet together, holding from the ankles and gently, like the wings of a butterfly, just let's move the knees and the hips and the legs and the quick up and down, up and down. Just some movement there on those hips. And then bring the hands behind you again. Extend the legs in front of you with the feet wider than the hips. And let's bring the toes in and out. Some rotation from the hip joints. Moving in and out, in and out, in and out. Flex the knees, drop the legs to one side, and let's come to tabletop position. So have your blanket to protect your kneecaps, and let's have the knees wider than the hips. Place the wrist under the shoulders, knees wide as the mat, big toes touching, and we're going to drop the hips to the heels and to tabletop back through center. Exhale, hips to the heels, to child's, and back to tabletop. And exhale to the heels. Inhale through center. And 2 or 3 more rounds, just moving those hip joints to the heels as you exhale. One more. Inhale to table. Now we're going to go to the heels and drop the forearms, the elbows down. Flex the elbows. Place the forehead down to your hands or to a block if you cannot reach the floor with your forehead. And just breathe here. Relax your pelvic floor, your inner thighs. Deep breathing in the belly, inhaling, ballooning out, exhaling, bringing the belly in. And from here, slowly lift the head and chest slightly off the mat. Walk the hands to the left side of the mat. Keep the knees wide as you're wider than the hips. Right hand on top of left hand. Forearms, elbows down. Relax the forehead down. And just feel the stretch on the right side of the torso, all the way down to the right hip. Nice inhales and exhales. And with the head, the chest slightly off the mat, walking the hands to the opposite side. So now the left hand is top of your right hand, forearms, elbows down. Release the forehead towards the floor and feel the stretch on the left side of the torso now. Moving back to tabletop position, neutral spine. Let's move to tabletop. Bring the right knee under the right hip, left knee under the left hip. Inhale, cat-cow. Drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine, chin in, belly in. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, drop and open the chest. Exhale, round the spine, belly in, chin in. A couple more rounds. Moving the spine in flexion and extension. Now bring the spine to neutral position. Right arm goes under your left arm. Right shoulder goes down. Right side of the face down. Release the forearm down. If it feels right for your left shoulder, you can wrap it around your back. Relax your neck and breathe there. This is a gentle twist. It's another way to stretch the side of the neck. Stretch the back of the shoulder. And then slowly place the left hand down. Press to undo your twist tabletop. Now press the weight on your right wrist and the left arm goes under the right shoulder. And the right arm, left side of the face goes down. Relax your right elbow and just breathe here. And slowly place the palm under the right shoulder and do the twist, tabletop position and cat-cow. Inhale and exhale, round the spine, pull the belly in. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, round into the cat. Neutral position, elbows down, forearms down, interlace the fingers, tuck the toes under. Let's come to dolphin pose. Press, straighten the legs, crown of the head pointing towards the floor, and press with the heels as you feel the stretch of the calf muscles, the Achilles tendon. This is a gentle, mild inversion since your head is below your heart, and also it's a way to strengthening your shoulders as you keep lengthening and stretching the back line of both legs. Couple more breath here. Heels up, knees down, top of the feet flat on the mat. Separate the hands, press with the palms, lift the elbows, right hand, right wrist under right shoulder, left wrist under your left shoulder. From here, inhale, extend the right arm forward, left leg goes back. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, lower the toes and lower the fingertips of your right hand. Inhale, lift left leg up and right arm up. Exhale, lower hand down, toes of your left foot down. Inhale, lift, engage. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and engage. Exhale down. Inhale, lift and engage. And exhale down. Right hand under right shoulder, left knee under your left hip. Extend right leg down, back, and the left hand forward. Inhale, lift left hand up and right foot up. Exhale, lower toes of your left hand, lower right toes and left fingers. Inhale up and exhale lower. Inhale, lift and engage. Exhale down. Couple more. Inhale up and lower. One more. Inhale up and down. Left wrist under your left shoulder, right knee down under your right hip, rounding the spine like an angry cat. Drop the hips to the heels, forearms, elbows down. Release the forehead to your hands toward the floor or towards the mat. Take a moment and just breathe here as you stretch again the spine into child's pose. And inhale, moving to back to tabletop. From here, let's move the hips left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, and now move the hips towards the heel, rotating the hips all the way now to the left, slightly forward. Exhale, hips to the right, down to the heels. Inhale, left and to table. One more, same direction. To the heels, left forward, neutral position. Let's reverse the movement. Exhale to the left, down to the heels. Inhale, right and forward. Exhale, left to the heels, right and forward. One more. And to the left to the heels. Inhale, right and forward, neutral position, rounding the spine. And then move the hips to the heels. Child's pose. Bring the arms down by your side. Relax your shoulders, your elbows, your arms. Palms are facing up. Just breathing in and out. Relax your shoulders, open in between your shoulder blades. And engage the core to lift the head, lift the chest, kneeling position. Shoulders up, back, and down. Now stepping forward with your left foot. Lower your right hand down by your left foot and then slide the right knee back. Top of the foot flat on the mat, hands to your left thighs, and we're going to lift the chest from here, stretching your left leg, and then release the hands down by your hips. Open the chest, flex, open the right hip flexor. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, flex and move the shoulders back and down as the hips are moving to the front. Inhale, straighten your left knee. Flex and relax the hips to the front. Inhale, open. Flex the knee and release as you keep arching the shoulders back. One more. Inhale, straighten. Flex and open, and then hands down towards the floor. From here, we're going to straighten the leg, move the hips back. Inhale, flex your left knee, flatten upper spine. Inhale, straighten, stretch hamstring of your left leg. Flex your left knee, lift the chest and flatten. Inhale, move the hips back as you straighten the left knee. Flex the knee now, open the chest, 2 more rounds. Moving the hips and stretching the spine and the back line of your left leg all at the same time. One more time. And just move the hips back. Now flex your left knee. Keep the hands down towards the floor. Tuck the toes under. Right knee comes off the mat. High lunge. And then move the hips back. And then press through the heel and rock forward and rock back. Forward and back. Forward. Back. Forward. Back, couple more times. Now stay with the knee off the mat. Now straighten your left leg, move the hips back, chin to your chest. Flex the knee, flatten the spine. Inhale, straighten, move the hips back. Press through the right heel, flex both knees, flex the left knee, move forward. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Right heel down, flex and flatten the spine. Couple more rounds. Inhale, straighten, press and flex. One more. Inhale, straighten and press. Flex, drop the right knee down. Bring your left knee to meet your right knee. Let's all move to child's pose. Take a moment, relax your shoulders, forehead towards the floor or towards the block. And take a moment here to notice the difference between one side, especially in the hips and the legs, in comparison with the other side. And instead, inhale back to table, just stand and kneeling position and stepping forward the right foot. From here, hands down and move your left knee slightly back, hands to your right thigh to lift the chest, and then release the hands down by your hips, palm facing forward. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex, hips moving to the front, shoulders back and down. Inhale, straighten. Flex and drop, shoulders back and down. Inhale, straighten. Flex the knee, hips, pelvis moving forward. Inhale, straighten. And flex and drop. One more. Inhale, straighten. Flex and drop, hands down towards the floor. From here, straighten the knee, move the hips back, and then flex the right knee flat back. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Move the hips back to stretch hamstring of your right leg. And then flex your right knee and move the pelvis, hips, flatten the spine. Inhale, straighten and flex and lead with the heart. Inhale, straighten. Flex and lead with the heart. One last. Inhale, straighten. Flex, tuck the toes under your back foot, pick up the knee off the mat, and we're going to rock forward and back, press with the heel, forward and back, forward and back, forward, back, couple more rounds. And then keep the knee off the mat, straighten your right leg, move the hips back, stretch hamstrings, flex the right knee, drop the hips, flatten the spine. Inhale, straighten, move the hips back, chin to your chest. Flex knee, drop the hips and look forward. Inhale, straighten, hips back. Flex the knee and flatten. Inhale, straighten and move the hips back. Flex the knee, flatten, drop your left knee down, bring the right knee to meet your left knee, and let's all move to child's pose. Elbows out, forehead towards the floor or towards the mat or towards the block. Take a moment, breathing in and out. And tabletop position back again, tucking the toes under, press into downward dog, lift the hips up, heels towards the floor, shoulders back and down, heels up, knees down, tabletop, keep the toes tucked, flowing through this. Inhale, tuck, lift, downward dog, heels to the floor, chin to your chest, heels up, knees to the floor, tabletop. One more. Inhale, press, downward dog, hips up, heels towards the floor, and then walk your hands towards the floor, towards the feet. Take your blanket from the mat, round the spine as you bend the knee slightly, holding from the opposite elbows. Draw the chin to your chest, nod your head yes, shake your head no. Release the hands towards the floor, and then slowly rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, straighten the legs, coming to standing position, shoulders up, back and down, hands to the heart center. Take a moment here. This is Samastiti, equal standing pose. Take a moment, connect with the breath, long and steady, full and relaxed, breath control, mind control. Slow down your heart rate, your breathing rate. And from here, we're going to bring the arms forward and up. Exhale, palms forward. Nice lengthening the spine. Release the hands towards the floor. Inhale, come halfway up. Place the hands below your knees into the flat back. Exhale, release the hands down, fall forward, Uttanasana. Rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, Samastiti. Flow the arms forward and up, reaching through the fingertips. Exhale, move the hips back and forward fold. into Uttanasana again. Hands towards the floor. Inhale, lift the head, chest, engage the core to place the hands below your knees, 90-degree angle. Exhale, fold forward and release the spine, everything down. Rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head. Slowly come all the way up to standing. Inhale, flow down forward and out. Lengthen the spine, pull the belly in. Exhale, move back down again as you lengthen the spine. Lower the hands down towards the floor. And inhale, halfway up. Place the hands below your knees. Engage. Exhale to fall forward and then rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, all the way up to Samastiti, shoulders up, back and down, hands to the heart. Take a moment, back to your breath. Notice any changes there. Keep pressing equally through both feet, lifting from the arches, slightly engaging the core. Take inhale, exhale, flex the knee, chair pose, Ardha Utkatasana, hands by your hips, lift the chest. Inhale, hands to the heart, straightening both legs. Exhale, flex and lower, move the hips back. You have to be able to see your toes, lift the heart. Inhale, straighten the legs, hands to the heart. And exhale, flex and lower, belly in, hips back, lift the chest. Inhale, straighten, hands into the heart center. Exhale, flex and lower into your invisible chair. Inhale, straighten, hands together, a couple more rounds. Exhale, flex and lower, engage those muscles in the core. Inhale, straighten the legs, hands together, one more. Flex and lower. And inhale, hands to the heart. Bring the hands up to the sky. Lengthen the spine. Pull the belly in. Swan dive. Arms to the side. Towards the floor. Hands towards the mat. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Now bring the hands behind your calf muscles. Bend the knees. Relax your chest. Chin to your chest. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, flex the knees. Hold it there. Inhale, straighten the legs and just stretch the back line of both legs. Flex and relax the spine, the thighs, the hamstrings. Inhale, straighten both legs. One more. Flex the knee, relax the chest, the neck. Inhale, straighten, hands towards the floor. Walk the hands to the front to downward dog. Have your feet wide as your hips, wrist wide as your shoulders, chin to your chest. Inhale, heels up, knees down towards the floor, and then top of the feet flat on the mat. From here, just flex the elbows, bring the elbows by your rib cage, relax your chest down all the way, belly, pelvis, hips straight in both legs. Make a pillows with your hands, and then rotate the head to one side to rest and breathe. This is reverse Shavasana. Relax any tension, back to your breath. Nice inhales, full exhales. And then slowly lift the head and turn it over to the opposite side. Keep breathing long and steady there. And then slowly bring the forehead towards the mat. Hands by your rib cage, elbows flex, legs and feet together. We're going to come into cobra up and down, but remember when you lift the chin, don't lift the chin. Keep your neck neutral. Your head comes off the floor and you keep the gaze towards the mat. Press through the pelvis and the hips. Inhale up into Bhujangasana. Exhale in control, lower everything down. Activate those muscles on the back. Inhale, lift the head, the chest. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale up. And exhale in control, lower. Inhale up and down. Couple more rounds. Last one. And then slowly let everything go down. Press with the hands against the floor and inhale, lift the head, chest, straighten the elbows, flex both knees, move the hips to the heels, balasana to counterbalance the back bend. Keep the elbows out so you have that nice opening again, the upper spine, middle back. And you stretch as you breathe. Child's pose. And slowly inhale, lift the chest, drop the hips to one side, and then slowly move. Hold on here. Move the hips to one side, to the front, and let's all find our way to the front of our mats. Take a moment here with the feet wide as your hips, chin to your chest, just hanging here into farmer's pose. The elbows out, feel the breath. And from here, flatten the spine. Bring the arms forward, shoulders back and down. Lean back. This is Navasana, boat pose. We're going to lean as to engage and then lift the feet up, lower the hands to the floor, fingertips down, and lower the heels and arms forward, palms facing to each other. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Keep moving at your own rhythm, working with balance and strength. Please don't hold the breath. Link the breath with the movement. Breath control, movement control. Keep the muscles engaged. Couple more rounds. Then lower the hands down. Bring the heels close to your heels. Hug yourself again into farmer's pose. Relax your neck, your shoulders, and the entire length of the spine. And then lift the chest and then arms forward, rounding the spine gently. Let's all go way down. Okay, you have your blanket. Please protect your neck and your head. Place your blanket under your head. Keep the knees bent and then bring the heels right under the knees. Feet wide as your hips and the chin slightly tucked in. From here, bring the arms overhead. And as you come into bridge pose, lifting the pelvis, the hips, you lower the hands down towards the heels. Exhale, in control, slowly lower your bridge down, bring the arms overhead. Inhale, engage as you lift your bridge hands towards the floor. In control, slowly exhale, lower the bridge, arms overhead. Inhale, lift and hands down. 3 more rounds at your own rhythm. Slowly moving, slowly breathing. Just keep breathing. One last. And then slowly keep the hands down, lower your spine down towards the floor. Feet off the mat, hands to the knees. Few rounds of Apanasana to counterbalance the back bend. Flex the elbows, thighs in. Inhale away. Exhale in and away. Just keep moving like this. A few more rounds to relax and release any tension in your lumbar spine. Then slowly lower the feet down. Right foot down, left foot on top of your right thigh. IT band stretch, holding from the hamstring or the shin. We're going to hold it here. Keep both hips even, close your eyes, and go into the deep breath again. Now release your right foot down. Let's come into half happy baby. Have your left foot up towards the sky, holding from the outside. Left knee is bent, and then just guide the thighs outside of the left side of your rib cage. Holding position. Back to your full long breath. And release left foot down with the knee bent. Now place the right foot on top of your left thigh, holding from the hamstring or the shins of your left leg. Time to stretch the right outside of the right hip, the right IT band. Deep breath. Release left foot down. Half happy baby. Grab the outside of the right foot and just open and stretch as you breathe in and out. Now bring the left foot up, full happy baby. Holding, or if you like, you give yourself a nice gentle massage in your lumbar spine. You can rock from side to side like a happy baby. It's a nice way to also just massage the back of the spine, the shoulder blades, and then slowly return back to center. If you're rocking from side to side, guide the sole of the feet together, holding from the feet off the mat, knees out, chin to your chest, and just breathe here as you try to release the inner thigh, the groins, the pelvic floor. Slowly let go, bring the legs up to the ceiling, separate the feet wider than the hips, and then rotate the ankles, going in one direction first, going into the opposite direction. Flexing and pointing, flexing and pointing, flexing and pointing, flex and point, flex the knee, and then slowly lower the feet wide as your mat, arms in T position, palm facing up. Let's windshield wiper the legs from side to side, moving the head and the neck into the opposite direction. Just few movements here first. Then drop the legs to the right and the head to the left and hold it there. And just do your best to relax the outside of your left hip, the glutes. And return back through center. And then some windshield wiper again from side to side. Legs and neck movement. Now let's drop the legs to the left, head to the right, and hold it there. Release any tension in the outside of your right hip, glutes. Inhale, return back through center. Just a more windshield wiper here. Just a few more movements here. Return to neutral position now. Straighten the right leg to the right corner. Turn the right foot out. Straighten the left leg to the left corner and turn the left foot out. Bring the arms somewhere in between hips and shoulders. Adjust your upper spine, your middle back, your hips, your glutes. Take a nice inhale. and side out. One more. Last one. Close your lips, and you are now in your final pose. This is your Shavasana. This is where we're going to come to a full relaxation state. This is where we're going to receive the benefits of this flow practice, where we move through the entire body, addressing different joints, muscles, tendons, and ligaments, where we're able to mobilize the body and to stretch muscles. Eyes closed, soft muscles all the way. Taking the time here to make sure you are comfortable, warm. And just feel your breath as you notice the entire length of the body. Just let's be aware of which part of the body are in touch with the mat. So we're going to go from the back of the skull, resting on the floor, on the mat, or your blanket. And going down, we can experience that gentle arching of the cervical spine, the back of your neck, that is not placed on the mat. But we can feel the entire back of both shoulders, shoulder blades, the thoracic spine, the middle back, the back of the rib cage resting on the floor. We can experience the entire length of the posterior part of your arms, back of the shoulders, back of your elbows, back of your wrist, and the top of the hands, also resting on the floor. Then going down into the lumbar spine, that is a gentle curvature there. And then we can feel the back of both hips, the sacrum, the glutes, the hamstrings, placing and resting down towards the floor. There is a little space behind both knees. They are not in touch with the mat. But keep going down. The calf muscles are resting on the floor. And then there is the back of the ankles. Again, not resting on the floor. The heels are touching the mat. And then we can experience the entire length of the sole of the feet. Try to soften them. The toes, the top of the feet, the top of your ankles, your shins, knees, thighs, both hips, pelvis. Your abdominal muscles are soft, and so are the muscles in between the front of your rib cage. Relax your heart and the muscles of your chest. Release the collarbones and the front of the shoulders. Be aware of the entire length of the interior part of your arms, your palms, your fingers. And from the top of the shoulders down to the sole of the feet, allow your body to rest and go heavier and lighter at the same time towards the floor. Release any tension in your throat, softening the jaw, lips, the entire muscle of your face. Relax your nose, your ears, your eyes, eyebrows, forehead, and lastly, the crown of your head. Your entire body is slowly releasing. Everything is melting down. You are in a full and deep resting state. Very slowly, please. Begin to deepen the breath. Bringing the arms overhead and reaching through the fingertips. Hugging yourself as you exhale. Gently take your time. Let's all find a way as we sit together. Spine up, upright. Soft shoulders down. Soft muscles on the face. Taking the moment here with eyes closed to go deep into the heart center. Let's take these last few minutes together of this 2025 to concentrate in the blessings we have received throughout the years, or to reflect on the moments of sadness, disappointments, and just try to do our best as we go through whichever feeling we are holding into our hearts, especially those ones that can drag us down, and see if we can bring some light. Trying to mutate sadness into joy, disappointment into gratefulness, because we learn from anything. And as we sit here, may find the moment and the time, especially to be grateful to our own selves for trying hard, for being true to ourselves, for being an open heart being, for always thinking of others. We tend to be hard on ourselves, but we need to take the time and just be grateful. And be okay with imperfection. Be okay with self-judgment. And do our best to turn our hearts in this machine of giving, offering, always to anyone, at any time. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And may these coming new years bring joy, health, happiness to you and your loved ones. Namaskaram.